All right, shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh, this all praises to the world cause God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem in the name, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful lake, preaching the word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify. And I was watching this movie, Glass. This is the third installment of a series. It starts off with Unbreakable, then you get Split, and then this is the finale of the movie trilogy, which is Glass. Which this is a cold movie, man. I never really watched the ending like that in detail. I think whenever I watched it before, I was just doing other shit, not paying attention. But now I watched it in its full detail, and man. I know brothers have seen this. I know late to the party and shit, but really, this stuff speaks levels even more now, because here it is. Now Esau's making this extremely hard push to try to suppress the truth, and truth is coming out. And at the end of this movie, there's two speeches, right? Because the premise is that his guy, Mr. Glass, was trying to prove to everybody that comic books are basically historical fact that has been a little more exaggerated, right? So he's telling you that the superheroes and the villains in comic books are actually, those things are actually based on real people that are here, right? And that there are forces trying to keep those things under wraps. Now, I wanted to get the speech that this woman made at the end of the movie. I'm not going to play it in the clip just because I don't want to get a copyright strike on my thing. Now, I'm going to read this. This is her speech, that woman that you saw on the screen, Esau, right? Now, she says this to Mr. Glass. Ellie Staples says this to Mr. Glass, and she says, they got it wrong in the comics. They talk about secret evil groups trying to stop the heroes. I don't think we are particularly evil, and we don't choose sides. We try to stop both of you. If there is one of you, the opposite of you appear, it escalates. We step in. There just can't be gods among us. It's unfair. It has worked just fine for 10,000 years our way. Take consolation in the fact that you were right about your theory. Be at peace. And this is how Esau operates, right? This is how Esau operates. He tries to hide the truth and try to make anybody look crazy that brings out truth. Remember, the scriptures talk about they hate him, they rebuke it, then they negate. Let me get that. This is Amos 5:10. It says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. They abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Right? There's another one where it says this is Isaiah 32:7. It says the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. And this is what this woman was doing in this movie, along with the organization that she was in. She was trying to destroy the poor with lying words, tried to convince them that they were less than what they are. This is what Esau does. This is why when you look at movies and TV shows, what do they paint the Israelites as? These uncouth, uneducated, unexceptional people. When the scriptures tell you Jacob is the former of all things, the Lord said he made us above all people that are upon the face of the earth, right? Let me get this. This is This is Psalm 64, 62 and 4. It says, they only consent to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. And this is what she was doing the whole time. She was blessing with her mouth, but in secret, she had this plot, this ploy that if she can't convince you, she was going to put you to death. And at the end of this movie, they did everything they could to put the extraordinary to death. They drowned a man. They shot another man with bullets, even though they were trying to act like they were just going to not tase him, but tranquilize him. Right? They did everything they could to destroy Jake, but what? At the end of this movie, and she, before I get that, actually, one of the points she made was this right here. It says, another point I wanted to get, it says right here, she said, I don't think we are particularly evil and we don't choose sides. We try to stop you both. And what was the both is really talking about? She's talking about left and right as far as opposing opposite energies. Well, really the both that it's going into is the northern and southern kingdom. Right? This is why the scriptures talk about when I filled the boat with Ephraim. This is Zechariah 9:13. It says, when I have bent the bow for me, when I have bent Judah for me and filled the bow with Ephraim, that's the both. Right? Even when you go into the book of Revelation, that's the point I wanted to make on a different lesson. Even when you go into the book of Revelation, right, it talks about the olive trees, right, with the oil. So Esau has a mindset to stop us both. This is why there's always slander campaigns. There's always something to do where Esau is trying to sit here and turn the tribes against each other. All right. It says, if there is one of you, the opposite of you appears, it escalates, we step in. There just can't be gods among us. And this is how Esau understands really how exceptional Jake is, man. Right? When you talk about the tribes, bro, you're talking about all the inventions, all the everyday things people use in this world. All of them have a part where Jake is the one who innovated it. Traffic lights, right? Even if you go into toys, right? Water guns, super soakers, right? TV filaments, even the light bulb. It wasn't Thomas Edison, right? They've even had court cases to prove that the actual filament in the light bulb, what makes the light bulb shine, it was a so-called Negro man that came up with that. I mean, the amount of denim jeans, that denim jeans, that was innovated by Gad, the so-called Native Americans. They're the ones that made that shit. So everything that people hold to so dearly today is all made by Jake. And they try to suppress that excellent nature that we have in us and try to treat us like less than. But the Lord said this. This is Psalms 82 and 6. It says, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. Now, who was it said to? The Israelites. It wasn't said to the other nations. They know that we're gods. And when we come to that state, when we realize who we really go back to, it puts a different nature on us, right? It puts a different demeanor within us. This is why when brothers are out and about and they function in their day-to-day, when they're around other brothers, well, you come to that realization like, yo, these men, there's something different. People understand that there's something different about brothers. Right? People really understand that there's something entirely different about bros, bro. Because what? We're operating within that vibration of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai because we're going in and following the ways of the Lord. But Esau, in his mindset, he tells you we can't have gods among us. It's not fair. Because really, when we're tapped into our power, man, nobody fucks with us. You can't even touch the wisdom, the understanding, the invention, right? The ingenuity, the just righteous judgment between one another. How beautiful this thing can be. Now, the other portion I wanted to touch on this was the ending speech by and get this, his name is Elijah. Now I'm gonna pull up that name Elijah in the scriptures. Because in the movie, Mr. Glass is his first name was Elijah. Right, so that name Elijah goes back to the name Alayah, right? Which means what? My power is Yahweh, right? So Elijah had to bring him to the light. Now it says right here, this is the ending speech on the movie. It says, there are unknown forces that don't want us to realize that we are truly what we are truly capable of. Right? And they're known forces. It's the Edomites. You go back into the scriptures, right? Let's get it. This is Judith. 5 and I'm gonna start up and I'll jump down. Judith 5 and 5. It says, then Achor, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, then said Achor, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, let my Lord now hear a word from the mouth of thy servant, and I will declare unto thee the truth concerning this people, which dwell near thee. They inhabited the hill countries, and there shall no lie come out of my mouth, come out of the mouth of thy servant. Now he gave him the entire history. Now, when you jump down into the 20th verse, it says, now therefore, my Lord, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, defend them, and their God before them, and we become reproach before the world. So the heathen understand that while we're on point, you can't fuck with us, right? So like Elijah said in the movie, he says, there are unknown forces that don't want us to realize what we are truly capable of. And this is why Esau, what does he show you? He shows the women of our nation just twerking. He gets them hypersexualized, obsessed with gain. They show them doing everything that disrespects the man. They basically put Jake down in the worst light. It says they don't want us to know. It says they don't want us to know the things we suspect are extraordinary about ourselves are real, and that's what Esau does, right? He's the accuser of our brethren, man. He categorizes us, put us in these boxes to where all the world puts you in a box, so you can't even envision yourself outside of that. It says, I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, and this is the gift of faith, right? Let's get that. This is Ephesians 2 and 8. For by grace are we saved through faith, right? By grace are we saved through faith. And that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. See, the belief in this thing, that is the gift. This is where that spirit turns on and we become extremely exceptional, right? And it says right there, not of works, lest any man should boast. See, this thing is outside of ourselves. But when we get that faith, the scriptures talk, even the spirit, which the world, right? Let me get this. Yeah, here it is. John 14:17, it says, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth in you, with you, and shall be in you. You see, this is no ordinary spirit that brothers have to understand this. And the few women that actually do what the Lord says, it's not an ordinary thing, man. Man, the Lord put this blessing and this knowledge in earthen bodies, bro. This is nothing more than the power of the Lord that we believe in this. Because you can talk to many people in the world, they'll say to believe, but their actions are all against it. For you to believe so much that it changed your actions, that's the gift of the Lord, man. Now, going back to the speech, he said, I believe that if everyone sees just a few people sees Salakia. I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, and that's what we're doing through the Spirit, others will awaken, and that's what's happening. The scriptures talk about thy people shall be willing. It's Psalms 110 and 2. It says, Yahweh shall send the rod of his strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. You see, the Lord, our people are going to really be willing in the day of the Lord's power. Remember, the Lord said he was going to give us praise and fame. This is Zephaniah 3:19. Behold, at that time will I undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will give them praise and fame in every land where they were put to shame. And that actually starts on this side, right? When you go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, because power is going to be shown on this side. The Lord promised power, right? That was promised, bro. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, it says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no count of his labors. Right? They try to demean us, act like what we're doing is meaningless, right? We go to work, we do our honest portion, and then they shit on us, right? It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they looked for. You see, the world is going to see exactly how great the Lord made us, man. Because what? Power is going to be shown. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision, right? And in proverb of reproach, talking shit, calling us bums. All that's going to stop when that power shows, man. And it's only going to take a few. Now, the power started in spirit, because like the elder said, man, they started as, like the scriptures say, as a grain of mustard seed that grows into a great tree, man. This truth started off small, but look at where it's at now. Now, nobody can deny who we are. The knowledge is out there. Now, more of these frescoes and these archives, the truth is being declared. They're going into all these old images, stuff that our elders and apostles are already taught over and over again. Now the world's catching up, and it's validating the truth that was spoken through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai by the men that are on earth. Since they repenting and groaning for anguish of the spirit shall say within themselves, is this he whom we had sometime in derision and proverb of reproach, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High and his lot among the saints? And that's what they're going to see. They're going to see that, man, these men are special. Remember, the scriptures tell you, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. It starts with the tongue, and then the power follows that. Right? Remember, he said the Lord was going to make us like, let's get that hinds feet. This is Habakkuk 3 and I'll start 18. It says, yet I will rejoice in Yahweh. I will joy in the power of my salvation. Yahweh power is my strength. He shall make my feet like hinds feet. He will make me to walk upon mine high places. The chief singer on the string instruments, right? And even David said, he maketh my feet like hinds feet. I'm actually getting to Samuel. This is 2 Samuel 2 and 2 Samuel 22 and 26. It says, with the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful, and with the upright thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure, and with the forward thou wilt show thyself unsavory. It says, in the afflicted people wilt thou save, but thine eyes are upon the haughty, that thou mayest bring them down. For thou art my lamp, O Yahweh, and Yahweh will lighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop. Right? By my power I have leaped over a wall. As for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of Yahweh is tried. He is a buckler to them that trust in him. For the Most High, for who is the Most High save our Lord, and who is the rock save our power? It says, the Most High is my strength and power. He maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds feet. When you go into a hind, that's a fast creature. It's like a gazelle, I believe. Right? To make your feet like hinds feet, man, you quick, you agile, you're jumping extremely high. He sitteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by my arms, man. Right? Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation. Thy gentleness had made me great. And that's what's going to happen, man. The Lord's going to give us that power to where the world can't say nothing to us, man. Nobody's going to sit here and be able to touch what the Lord bless. Like what did forget his name in the scriptures. How shall I curse what the Lord had not cursed? Man, when the Lord lays that blessing on us, right, and he makes us that new sharp threshing instrument, let's get that. It's over. It's over, man. You're going to know that the Lord was with us the whole time. This is Isaiah 41 and 12. Thou shalt seek them and shall not. No, that's not it. Yeah, I'll start at 13. It says, for I, Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. See, the Lord promised that he was going to help, that he was going to be there for us, that he was going to fight the battle for us. So Yahweh Ba'ashim Ashai that go before thee to fight thy battle. Man, that's what we waiting on. And when the power comes, we know that it's the Lord fighting for us as well. It says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, going into these governments, and beat them small. Thou shalt make them the hills as chaff, going into the smaller governments. The hills are smaller governments. It says, thou shalt fan them, and in the wind shall carry them away. The whirlwind shall scatter them. Thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh. Thou shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel. You see? being made a new sharp threshing instrument, something having teeth, meaning you've been given so much power that you're able to sit here and rip things to shreds. The Lord said, Yahweh Shai said himself, right? Let's get that. This is Philippians 3:20. It says, "For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for our Savior, the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body." See, the Lord is going to switch this, like the scriptures say, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, shall we be caught up in our body, and we shall be changed. That change is coming in the body, man. He's going to take this terrestrial, this earthy body, and make it extraterrestrial, right? It's going to be something between the spirit and the flesh, man. It's going to be a new fashion, man. It says, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able to subdue all things unto himself. To be able to subdue everything unto yourself, that means all this military equipment Esau has, we're going to be given a body that can just break it, shatter it, eviscerate it. That's what the Lord promised. And that's what these devils really understand. They know that's going to come. So I'm going to read this one more time, the movie quote, and I'll end it on that. It says, I believe that if everyone sees just a few people become, or what a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken. And that's been happening, man. Belief in oneself is contagious. We give each other permission to be superheroes. We will never awaken ourselves. Whoever these people are who don't want us to know the truth, today they lose. And that's what's been happening. Esau's been taking fucking L's, man. Because here it is, the Lord is waking us back up, man. We are the children of the Most High. We are the children of the Most High. We are the Israelites. You can't get around that. Right? There's nothing you can say to us to convince us otherwise. We've been fully persuaded in our own minds, man. Right? We believe. That's what the Lord has given us, belief. And through that, man, we're going to conquer everything. Shalom.